him to number 16. Take him to Nasreen.
What's this?
Matthew, if the police come, I'll deal with them. Oh, my God.
Hello? Open door. चलो चलो. You will have to go into hospital. Go on, Sadie.
There's no time!
How are you? I came the week before last, but they wouldn't let me see you. You didn't sign the form. I shouldn't have come. I brought you some things. They said no clothes. How do you feel? Will the solicitor do?
Yeah.
Who are they getting?
Don't want any of that crap.
What crap?
What you told them, Black Barrister. Got me some names.
I thought it might help if they'd take it on. Do you want to see some cuttings?
No.
If one of the better-known black barristers would accept the case, we thought that maybe that would...
I said no. I asked you... Shit, doesn't matter, does it?
The books. They're downstairs. Did you get through the ones I left you last time? Had to leave them at the desk.
Hey, girl! If you bring these books come, see what the boy do to them. I try and fix it. He mash up the book.
Right, Patterson.
Next book you bring come right, rip the page out of them and fill it with some ganja. You know, drug.
I said, shut it.
You just talk to the girl. What on Bill? A man don't want this serious literature.
Bloody shut it for you.
What did Matthew say? Is he all right?
No, not really.
Is he in? Make a good showing. Now, what do you got up as?
She got it.
Not a bloody trilby. They want you, not Mossbros.
No hat.
Ridiculous. Only Mafia turn up in hats, wear a muslin cap. There's a great respect for ethnicity in the Labour Party. A tradition. Dark suit, muslin cap, you got the nomination sewn up.
Not this hat.
Play it again, Sam. Oh, you know, he never said that.
Who?
Bogart. But once they say you said it, you said it.
Really?
White cat, that'd be lovely, Guff.
He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though his body be destroyed, yet shall I see God, whom I shall see for myself, and mine eyes shall behold, and not as a stranger. For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For if we
Oh, the
live,
big
we
brass
live
around.
unto the Lord. If we die, we die.
Based himself on the Jewish vote.
Whether we live,
You know all
therefore,
these
die.
people?
We are the Lord's.
Head count of the constituency general management committee. Right wingers. Zionists.
Our prayers on behalf of thyself.
I don't like us making an appearance.
Grant him an entrance into the land
No,
of
no, no.
light and
No,
joy,
it's all right. Don't take it.
fellowship of thy saints.
Look very serious.
Jesus Christ, thy Son, our Lord.
Didn't think the left wing would be out in force.
Thee and the Holy Spirit.
Have some bloody respect. We all admired the late councillor.
Can I talk to you after?
I don't know what your paper's policy is.
Me? I don't mind if you pack the Labour Party with bogus Asian organisations to ensure the nomination of Mr. Hussein. It's the name of the game, isn't it?
No comment.
Miss Sadie! Miss Sadie! Miss Sadie!
Right.
Ah, Miss Sadie! Throwing out! I come last night, you not here!
What do you mean?
Sammy, these fellows!
What are they doing?
Throwing out! They say Mr. Matthew gone. You tell them something.
I can't tell them anything.
Just come and speak with them. They will listen you.
All right, I'm coming. Sammy again. What do you think you're doing?
Not jerk.
You've got no right.
It's council. It's legit. These men are being rehoused. I don't want to go. You would do just what you're told.
We'll stop you.
This is a court order. These men are bailiffs. It's over, Sadie. It's finished. Matthew's inside. Robin Hood has come a cropper, and we're the sheriff's men.
This is Timur Hussein.
You think about it.
Can you come with me?
I will come.
Why don't you wait here? I'll call you if I need you, okay?
Please, Miss Sadie.
I think I'll stand.
No, you must. In your condition,
Don't.
you are angry. Naturally, I blame myself. Miss Sadie, I tried too much for Mr. Matthew.
I didn't come here to talk about Matthew.
There is so much misunderstanding in the world. So
I
much.
came about your bloody mafia. Sammy, the bailiffs. You're throwing people out.
Bengalis, Miss Sadie, they will tell anything. It was Matty Mear's idea.
Matty Mear? Don't you dare.
He listened to these liar people.
I saw it myself. You're throwing people out. Here.
তাহলে তুমি এই কাজের মধ্যে আছো? This fellow, Miss Sadie, he took my money. Council's money. Some my money. They leave their houses to be refurbished.
তুমি করতে চাও?
Look, council give them flat. I just told this wretched fellow he could have one of these rent books. Council gave these to me, free for distribution. On top, council gives them £40 for moving.
Is that true? Did you take it?
What can you do for £40?
Miss Sadie, Mr. Matthew get these people free accommodation. These rogues, then they are selling their houses. This fellow refuses to move because he wants someone else to pay him £800 or something.
Timur, don't try that with me. You can be the police expert on Asians, thank you.
Sadie, hold on.
Why?
He took the money. Some of them are selling their squats.
You see?
Well, why didn't you... Oh, for Christ's sake!
Mr. Timur is just buying us. Then if we say no, he sends Sammy.
Chup kore thako. He's a liar fellow, Miss Sadie. Look, I personally begged the council to not give eviction order. This fellow refuses to move from his squatted house because he wants to sell it to some other poor Asian family. Then he take my money, my rent book, and then leave someone else to face the eviction.
Let's go.
Thanks. Mr. Hussain, do you ever get the feeling you walked right into it?
Miss Sadie, you are a very caring person.
Teaching, remember?
You know so much about black people.
Black people? You really have joined the Labour Party. I know you can hand out council houses and rent books, but black people, that's a real step in consciousness, isn't it, Mr. Hussain?
Community, very narrow mind.
Oh, sure, sure.
But you personally, if you want your job back, you can have your job back. I can persuade these people. You are a very valuable person. I can persuade them. If you reapply for
Mr.
your...
Hussain, stuff it.
Well, 4 more organisations on the GMC and we've got a majority.
Rat dear, there is so much misunderstanding. Sadie started to fast.
What about?
These bastards. You are giving them rent books, union membership, membership for Labour Party. I am personally paying for their membership of Labour Party. But these greedy people, they're out to catch anything for money.
The vulgar materialism of the working classes. Nothing wrong with it.
What?
Money. You and I, we do things for principle. The working man acts collectively out of necessity.
We have 129 members of the Garment Workers Union.
That'll do nicely. What about tenancies?
I cannot go everywhere. I have too much work to do.
I'll make it clear. No membership, no tenancies. We're not handing out council flats for Sweet FA.
We need Sadie.
Well, why don't you get her?
Jamal Shab say you can come work for us.
Not me.
It's political work.
Kicking poor families out of their houses.
Now you're talking like Sadie.
It's good.
You getting into her bed?
Riaz, if you want my brother, I'd kill you.
It's open. What are you doing?
Oxfam.
Oh, thanks.
When can you see Matthew again?
I don't know. Next week, I suppose.
If he was here, Timo would never do all this. He's a coward, really.
It's cash, not courage.
Why don't you go back to your father's house?
Because I'm not a baby like you, Salik.
In Hindi films, if you go back to your father's house with the baby, he'd kick you out.
Thank God we don't have to live in Hindi films.
You should call somebody, your mother, your sister. You shouldn't live alone with the baby coming and everything.
I've got friends. If I could just get my hands on a cot and a couple of things, I could at least pretend I was getting on with it.
Nazrine's got a cot, and she doesn't use it. Her baby's quite big.
Yeah? Do you think she'd lend it to me?
Sure, you should take it back.
Back?
I think Matty paid for it.
What scandal is this?
Sure, he gave her lots of money.
Matthew did. I thought she was being looked after by Timur. And she's got a husband, hasn't she?
When Timur had a fight with her, he took away everything. I think Matty had pity for her. Maybe he likes her also.
Why are you saying all this, Salik?
You said you wanted a cot.
You're trying to say something more to me.
Matthew was a good man.
He's still alive, you know.
I'll ask her for you.
No, Salik. I'll ask her myself.
Do you think you'll leave the East End?
I don't want to.
My father says there's a job and a family. Job for money, family for children.
In the day you work, at night you screw.
No, not like that. That's dirty English talk. You work, get money, pay for your sister's wedding, life goes on.
Simple.
Simple.
So Timur Hussein's going to pay for his sister's wedding?
He must have plenty of sisters.
Here we are, them red hot stuff. That's the serious chili bargee.
Don't need it.
Of course you don't need it, but you got to take what a doctor prescribes for you, haven't you?
What can you give me, huh? I was video pirate when you were enjoying your mother's milk.
Oh, big boy, a buccaneer with an eye patch and a machete, was it? Come on, come on, come on. That'll do very nicely. As it happens, we're very pleased with you as a partner. And as a Wally.
I don't want to know that. I just want to know who grasped. Was it Riaz? Raja? The ambulance went straight to Nazrine's place. Who called it?
I don't know.
I know what Timur's up to.
He's fighting the council by-election for Labour.
So join him.
What?
I said join him. If you want to stick with it, take the job, get in the school.
I don't feel like going back there.
Feel like? You think I feel like rotting in here?
Timur's paying people to get out of their squats.
If it wasn't for me, they'd still be on the streets. He certainly wouldn't have his bloody school.
Well, you certainly set him back a week or two.
I'm not so sure.
Hey, Matty. Hey! Cool yourself, man. It's just a cigarette. You want to check it?
Is that the guy with the books?
Yeah, it's Patterson. I smashed his head with a stick, now he respects me.
What's gone wrong with you?
I've had plenty of time to think. You know what those people respect? Riaz, Raja, Timur, Salik, the old Bengali lot. Fight because they haven't got it. In here I've seen small men take on big men just as long as they get in first.
Is that what you think?
What these people respect is strength. If the police stood for the election, they'd walk it. I broke down doors, I fixed Sammy, so they came to me.
Matthew, you're wrong. That's just nasty. I didn't join you because you behaved like a hooligan.
I didn't say you now, did I?
I suppose I did find out who called the ambulance.
There's people leaving here all the time. Patterson gets out soon. He's in here for knifing 2 blokes.
I thought we were there because we had some ideas.
Yeah? You know your anti-racist brigade, your be fair to the niggers crowd. If they ended up in here, they wouldn't last 2 ticks. The blacks would have them. Couple of months, is it?
Thereabouts.
Hey now. Sonamani. বাচ্চার জন্যে
So we can rely on your boat then?
Yeah.
Good. Good, good, good. Hello, we're canvassing on behalf of the Labour Party, and we wondered if you'd mind if we checked some of the names of the people living in your house because of the voting that will be...
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, hero number 0.
I put down Nessa as her surname.
Yes.
Nessa. Salik.
What are you doing?
It's the next phase. It's called parliamentary democracy.
You shouldn't do this, you know.
Ah, bacha bag.
Watch your mouth. Matthew didn't want us to vote Labour.
Matthew could have been wrong.
He's not here. Oi, kid. Go and play marbles. This is a man's job. Next.
It's just registering voters. I'm helping with the forms, that's all.
How much is Timor paying you?
Voluntary work for the Labour Party. Oh, that's great.
You can take bath. Plastic bath, good for little boy.
Or girl.
Yes, girl.
You don't know what Timor's trying to do.
Salik, stop sulking and being a baby.
Look, I'm not a baby.
We were just registering people for the future. It can't do any harm with the number of Bengalis in the East End. Anyway, he's bound to win the seat. Then we can put demands on him.
You're not a Bengali.
Salik, sit down. Have a beer.
Stand up. I want to tell you some things. Timor's using Riaz and Raja to take over his business.
Good luck to him. I don't care. Beginning to think Matthew was right. Someone shocked him, and they should pay. Were you with Riaz that night?
Look, when we left Matthew, he was dying.
He was very badly burnt.
I said he was dying.
So?
You should have taken him to the hospital.
Salik, sit down. Please. Look, if I'd have said take him in, you know what Matthew's like. He'd have killed me.
So it's better he doesn't know.
I couldn't think. He had that effect on all of us. When he's around, you start playing cops and robbers.
He can kill me if he likes.
Salik, you didn't.
He would have died for stubbornness.
Stubbornness.
Guy phoned. I told the number 16.
Salik, you better go.
Look, I had to tell you.
God.
You gonna tell Matthew?
Both the Garment Workers Union and the Asian Tenants Organisation have been cleared by the National Credentials Committee for delegation.
Point of order.
Yes, Arthur.
Their recognition by the National Executive is invalid, as the officials of the organisations were not announced on a local party notice board.
Point of information, they were.
How can they have been? There wasn't even an election of officials.
What are you talking about?
Through the chair.
Excuse me. Brother Chairman, we had elections as our constitution requires us to do.
And he just happened to get elected president of both organisations.
Who the members of affiliated organizations choose to elect is their own business.
Does that answer the point, Arthur? Can we move on?
Point of order. I've got their membership lists here.
This is not...
Where did you obtain this? That's not the point of order.
I don't care what it is. This bloody list of members is a fraud. It's wool over the eyes.
Well, you can take that up in the affiliation committee.
I'm taking it up now. There's 17 on this list with addresses that don't bloody well exist.
Arthur, you're out of order.
I make up that list. I am secretary.
Oh, right, lad. Well, tell me, where's number 94 and 96 and 98 Brecknock Street? I lived on the flipping street for 40 years, and the numbers end at 92 on the one side. Ever since your mob moved in here, all of this and me of that.
Arthur, we're not having that. Arthur, this is a racist remark, Arthur.
Look, I could take this to the National Executive now. I know his game.
Now, there might be some little mistakes.
Yeah, well, there shouldn't be. Order. Can we proceed?
Look, I move, suspend the organisation. Bengali bloody garment workers. They're all employed by their uncles and nephews.
Arthur.
All right, shut me up. I know what's going on. Look, don't just take my...
We'll have him extra.
Look, excuse me, pal, if you
Right.
don't mind. It's not for you.
Right. We'll discuss this.
How's it going?
$217 days left with remission. How many for him?
Had to go into hospital. Might have to go home for a few days.
Well, to Mummy.
They came down.
I knew it would happen.
What?
I knew they'd claim it. They don't want their grandson or granddaughter with a jailbird father now, do they? No, that's not it, is it? They don't want their friends to know that that's what little Sadie gets up to.
It's got nothing to do with them.
You just said they're making it their business.
I won't go if you don't want me to.
Don't want you to. You've learned nothing.
Why are you being like this? Last time you said you trusted me.
Yeah, well, the blind man's got to trust his dog, hasn't he?
I've got 45 minutes with you. I don't want to fight with you.
Oh, yeah, you wanted some names. Do you know any boys' names? How about Riaz? Or Raja? Or Timur? No, that wasn't a name, was it? What was the name?
Matthew, I don't understand you.
Of course you do. I asked you for one name. Who grasped? Who went to the authorities? Who called the ambulance?
I don't know.
Pathetic, Sadie. He wrote to me. He didn't want you to have to tell me.
He said it was to save you.
Yeah, well, he won't save him. It could have been, it just might have been. Because now, how would you put it in Surbiton? He was sweet on you. Cry? Oh, I could have laughed.
Don't. I want to explain. He means nothing to me. We've done nothing. You know him. He's just a boy. He just hangs around. He didn't say that we...
No, he didn't say. That was somebody else. She didn't say that either. Just that he was, spending a lot of time there.
And that's all he does.
I'm pregnant, for God's sake. What are you going to do?
I'll let you know.
No, I think he meant it. He saw that you were dying. I should have taken the risk. I should have taken you to hospital.
Yeah, you were waiting for me to say that, weren't you?
Yes!
Yeah, but I couldn't say, could I? Because I was half dead. Because I don't mean anything to you. If I'm dead, if I'm dying, if I'm buried in cement, it's not me you want. It's the closeness to power.
It took you 6 months to think up that line.
Yeah, well, there's some more lines. It could have been me, or it could have been Timur. Only he's bloated and not quite the image. You're like the girls that follow the reggae singers around. Now, did you know, statistically, now I read this in New Society, most groupies are middle class, running away from mummy and despising daddy. Loving him, but despising him.
And you're the working class hero.
Oh, good. Show spirit. Could do better. You know what you lot have done, don't you? You've taken up the tracks so people won't realise they come from the wrong side of them. And you're different from Timur. It's not money you want. He's dying for it. He wants to get his hands on some power. Money's the only way he knows how. It's you. Doesn't bother you. You've always had it. Cons work for a few hundred years. It'll last your lifetime. You want to be the one that feeds the beast, just so long as the beast is safely behind bars.
I joined you because I agreed with you. I was doing things before you came along. I was in the campaign for the school.
Yeah. Sure you were. Campaign style. You weren't in it because you had to be. Choice. The trademark of the gifted. You should be. Perhaps you really are glad I'm in here. It gives you the choice. You'd have been stuck with me, a madman. No settling down a nice strip pine socialism and looking for the right nursery for Junior. Well, now you can have all that.
I want you.
Nah. You don't want me. You want the likes of me at the beginning of the adventure, not at the end of it. There's more to be done. Take your silver spoon and stir it.
There isn't another adventure. Oh, baby, that's all that matters.
There is another adventure. You'll find out soon enough. He's waiting for you outside, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But it's not like that. It's not what you think.
Patterson. That black bloke. Remember him? He got out a few days ago. He owes me. He said he'd see what he could do.
Time to go now. Come on, Lowell.
Fine. Very fine. Yeah, tasty, eh? I have a sunken bath down here, black mohair carpets all round, bits and pieces from Harrods.
Are you going to call it Timur Trading or Eastern Wing still?
I can't call it anything until the money comes.
Council will give you loan?
Now we do a squat, innit? Get Matthew in as business consultant.
Don't be stupid. He is a good boy and useful. But we cannot develop the area until the families have moved out.
I'll get him out.
Mrs. Dean.
Series Howard, is it?
It's a boy. I told you that.
Mr. and Mrs. Deeds,
Yes.
are you the father?
No, please.
Well, Sadie's absolutely fine, but I'm afraid there are complications with the baby.
Perhaps if I could just find out the facts.
Sorry to say that the baby isn't going to survive.
What was your name?
Just a leak.
Declaration of result of poll. I, the undersigned, being a returning officer for the election of the Council of St Joseph's Ward of the London Borough of Tower Hamlets, held on the 18th of April 1985, hereby give notice. Number of votes recorded for each candidate at the said election is as follows. Dimbleby Colin, 13. Grayson Randall, 309. Hussein Timur, 992. Martin, 212. Swerbury David, 869. Thompson Gilbert, 40. And I do hereby declare the said Timur Hussein and David Swerbury are duly elected councillors of the said ward.
Salik! Getting good exercise.
What do you want?
Your boys!
You want these boys?
If they want some money.
What money?
Timur Hussein. He's in charge of council's recreation fund. He can give you hundreds, maybe thousands.
For what?
For nothing. To waste time. Play football. All this sort of thing.
What do we have to do?
Just call a meeting.
Suppose you want us to join your party.
Voluntary stuff. If they want to join, just fill in a form. Don't worry, I can talk to you tomorrow.
Don't need it.
Some of your friends need help.
Not from you. If you have a hedgehog for a pet, you get poked by it.
Smart. I have some bad news for you.
You're all the bad news I need.
Your friend, her husband, dead. What friend? Nasreen. In Birmingham. Jamal dropped dead.
Does she know yet?
His family don't even talk with her.
Since Timur brought her from him.
I don't know who brought her. She came.
Do you want me to tell her the bad news?
Maybe she thinks it's good news. She never liked him. He was too old to be even her father. Now she can marry somebody like you.
Look, she was Timur's girlfriend. He should help her.
Salik, Timur didn't even want to know her.
Then why does he want to be told?
Maybe you want to give her some money.
For what?
To get her out of the house.
Sadie? A surprise? Sadiq. How on earth did you find me?
A to Z.
Ask a silly question.
That Timur gave me your address. Well, he finds out everything.
Come and sit down. Do you want some tea?
I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, thank you. You're looking good.
You too.
I would have written, I promise. But you know how it is.
Yeah.
Don't say yes. You don't know.
I'm living in the house.
Of course you are.
Nobody else.
What do you mean? Look, sit down.
Timur's got council rent books for everyone.
Yes, I read something in the papers. My father pointed it out to me. Do you know what, Salik? I didn't think I want to hear it. But I do. Should we go for a walk?
Yeah.
Get away from the house. I'll show you the other London.
Where?
Oh, fruit and nut. This is the last one. It's 2 months ago.
They've moved him. Why don't you see him anymore?
You know why?
I don't.
I've thought about it a lot. And I don't agree with him. Even if he's right.
Do you care about what he writes to you?
Yes, I do. I learned something from him. Stand at a distance and don't let things touch you. You'll see more. Listen to this. I'll hand it to you. I was wrong about the kind of person you are. Oh, you're committed. Really committed. Now, which other nice girl like you would help out Bengalis? Solve their problems, sort out their sordid little heartaches, give them a political lead, and sleep with them? You're unique, miss.
I don't know what he means.
Well, he's wrong. Change at Waterloo.
I can manage. Tim said he wrote to you to give you your job back.
Yes, he did.
Are you going to take it?
I don't know.
There's plenty of friends ask for you.
Friends?
They say they are. Can I phone you?
Of course you can. You must go. You'll miss your train.
The house is kept for you.
What did Matthew say? If you squatter, you gotta.
Bye.
Bye.
Timur?
No, even he can't pull a stroke like this.
Stroke?
It says you have to go back to Bangladesh. It's from the Home Office.
Bangladesh?
The demise of your husband forces us to take note of the fact that your entry permit as his dependent is no longer valid.
His family not good for me.
Look, sit down. Ja? Sadie.
Miss Sadie, this letter?
No.
Straight into it. Let me have the letter.
It's from the Home Office.
Have to think about this one.
Tomorrow. Said me, we'll tell you tomorrow.
Sure, Sadie will sort it out.
We'll think of something. I sort myself out first.
Okay. Okay, goodbye. Miss Sadie!
Don't say we didn't warn ya. Come on. Mr. Timur wants you out of here. Salik!
Can I help you?
School teacher. Where's Salik?
Out of here.
I know this girl.
Out!
We didn't know that...
You can tell Timur I'm taking his job back at the school, all right?
Yeah, sure. The door. We'll have it, Tar, we'll have it put back properly in the morning. The door.